Hello, my English is very bad, but let's go. Read the book of Exodus, chapter 12. God bless you and your family. Have a great, amazing, and happy day. Let's go. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a mile of the first year. They shall take it out from the sheep, or from the goats, and ye shall keep it up until the 40th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses wherein they shall eat. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire his head with his legs, and with the purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain unto the morning, and that which remaineth of it unto the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat with your loins girded, your shoulders on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt. And his day shall be unto you for a memorial. And ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout for your generations. Ye shall keep it a fasted by an ordinance for ever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread, even the first day, ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eaten leavened bread from the first day to the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat it, that only may be done of you. And yet shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in the self same day have I broke you arms out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generation by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th, 40th day of the month, at even, yet shall eat unleavened bread until the 20th day of the month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses, for whosoever eats that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Yet shall eat nothing leavened in all your habitations, shall ye eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel, and said unto them, Dry out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And yet shall take a bunch of hyssop, and did dip it in the blood that is the basin, and strike the lintel and the two sides posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your house to smite you. And yet shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass, when we become to the land which the Lord will give you, according as hath promised, that yet shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, What mean ye by this service? That yet shall say, It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover. Who passed over the house of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians, and delivered our house. And the people bowed their head, and worshipped. And the children of Israel went away, and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, Rise up and get out forth from among my people. But both ye and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord, as ye have said. Also take your flocks and your herbs, as ye have said, and begun, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people, that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, We be all dead men. And the people took they, though before it was leavened, they kneading strokes, being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver, and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the seeing of Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot, that were men beside children. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herbs, and even very much cattle. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt. For it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel, who dwelt in Egypt, was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the same day it came to pass, that all the hosts of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. Egypt or Egypt, no, I don't know. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, This is the ordinance of Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, but every man's servant that is bought for money. When thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreign and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. In own house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth all of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born is in the land, for to uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. own law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourn among you. Thus did all the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass the selfsame day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt or Egypt, I don't know, by their arms. Next chapter is chapter 13, the book of Exodus. God bless you and your family. Have a great, amazing, and happy, and truly day in the presence of the only God.